For 21 years, Norma, wife, service dog trainer, and North Carolina native, has been living with epilepsy. Like many people with epilepsy, Norma takes an active role in her medical care by staying informed about new medical advances and continuously working with her doctors to ensure she's aware of all the treatment options available. Last year, when Norma learned that a clinical trial focusing on epilepsy was starting in her area, she immediately wanted to know more. Team Epilepsy sat down with Norma, her husband Ron, and Easy, her service dog in training, to discuss how epilepsy has affected her life and her experiences being in a clinical trial.
You know, I do tell people now that I have epilepsy, which is a start from where it was several years ago. Several years ago, when I'd fill out a questionnaire or something about if I was disabled, I'd say, no. I really don't remember much about what happens after a seizure.
She had been in there a few minutes and I heard her scream.
I went in to take a bath after we had put the kids to bed, and that's pretty much all I remember.
And by the time I got in there to her, she was already underwater, and somehow or another her head had got up under the faucet. We took her from the ambulance up to the hospital from there.
My muscles were tense and really tight. I had bitten my tongue severely, and I didn't know what had happened, and they suggested I see a neurologist to find out what was wrong. I didn't know if it would be a one-time event or the first of many events. I didn't know how people would react to me once they heard. How would I explain it to the kids? I was scared. The most difficult aspects of coping with epilepsy for me are being unable to drive and worrying about having a seizure in public and being embarrassed in public, because most people still refer to them as fits.
She feels like she is useless, that she can't contribute to society.
I felt like I could dry up and blow away and nobody would notice. A lot of people don't want to hire anyone with a disability.
It's very difficult to find work when you have epilepsy. I worked with a guy, and she did too, and he had epilepsy. And he had fallen a couple times at work, and they actually made him wear a football helmet while he was working. He had to sue them to get the right not to. She's afraid that she would have one in front of someone, and people do judge you.
And I would rather leave somewhere and it be thought of as rude than have a seizure. That's one reason I'm working on training Easy right now. Easy is an American bully, or bully for short.
You can't just train any dog to alert to seizures. It's part of their
inherent nature.
Inherent nature.
Apparently there is a chemical that a person with a seizure gives off, and an animal senses it. You know, she'll let me sit down, or she'll tell me to sit down, or, like he said, help me get somewhere private. My thoughts about clinical trials before joining, I was a little bit scared. I didn't really know what to think. I was afraid I would be used as a human guinea pig. I decided, since I like to help people, and it would give me the opportunity to help quite a few people, I would join it.
I was concerned about her having more seizures instead of being under control like she is now.
My neurologist was very supportive of the clinical trials.
And they assured us that everything that they'd done, her doctor would be informed of it.
I think the clinical staff has been wonderful. I would not trade them for the world.
They're excellent people to work with. I mean, they call her all the time to just see how she is doing, how she's feeling.
I would say to others that are interested in a clinical research study to at least check it out, get the results, check out the website, call and ask questions, because there's no question too stupid to ask.
She actually looks forward to going to the doctor to see the people and to...
I would say the medical care and the quality of care that you receive while you're involved in the clinical trial would be the best benefit the camaraderie that you have with, or that you can develop with the staff and possibly other people in the trial and on the website, whereas before I did feel isolated. I think you learn not to be ashamed of whatever disease that you have. I would do it again. It's been wonderful. I don't know, we're going to conquer the world, aren't we? Take life one day at a time.